The Sleeping Beauty long ago, in a kingdom filled with rolling green hills and glimmering rivers, King Edric and Queen Evelina were blessed with a beautiful baby girl, Princess Aurora. To celebrate her birth, they held a grand christening and invited all the fairies from their land to bestow blessings upon the princess. The royal hall glittered with gold and silver as the fairies arrived, each bringing gifts of wisdom, beauty, kindness, and grace. However, in their joy, the king and queen forgot to invite one fairy, the dark and vengeful witch, Malvora. Just as the last fairy was about to give her blessing, a sudden gust of wind extinguished the candles, and the hall grew dark. Malvora appeared, her sharp features shadowed by her dark cloak. The guests gasped in fear as she raised her staff and cursed the princess. On her 16th birthday, Malvora declared, "Aurora shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die." The queen fell to her knees, begging for mercy. But Malvora only laughed and vanished into the shadows. The room was silent until the last fairy, who had not yet given her blessing, stepped forward. "I cannot undo the curse," she said gently, "but I can soften it. If the princess pricks her finger, she will not die, but fall into a deep sleep for 100 years. Only the kiss of true love will awaken her." Aurora's childhood the king, desperate to protect his daughter, ordered every spinning wheel in the kingdom to be destroyed. Aurora grew up in a hidden part of the castle, surrounded by the care of her parents and the good fairies. She was as kind as she was beautiful, with golden hair that glistened in the sunlight and a voice as sweet as birdsong. She loved to dance in the gardens, befriend animals, and dream of adventures. As Aurora's 16th birthday approached, the kingdom rejoiced, believing the worst was behind them. But Malvora, hidden in the shadows, had not forgotten her curse. The curse fulfilled on the morning of her 16th birthday, Aurora wandered through the castle, exploring its ancient hallways. Drawn by a mysterious humming sound, she entered a hidden room at the top of a tower. Inside, an old woman sat at a spinning wheel. "Come closer, child," the woman said, her voice sweet but eerily familiar. "Would you like to try spinning the thread?" Curious and entranced, Aurora reached out to touch the spindle. The moment her finger pricked its sharp tip, the curse took hold. Aurora fell to the ground, her eyes closing as if she were merely asleep. At that instant, a magical wave swept through the castle, and everyone, maids, knights, cooks, and animals, fell into a deep slumber. The kingdom was engulfed in silence. Over time, thick thorny vines grew around the castle, concealing it from the outside world. The young prince 100 years passed, and the story of the sleeping princess became a legend. Many brave knights and princes tried to enter the castle, but the enchanted thorns thwarted them all. One day, a young and courageous prince named Evander heard of the Sleeping Beauty. Determined to see the legendary princess, he ventured to the castle. Armed with his sword and shield, he fought his way through the thorny vines, their sharp edges cutting his hands and arms. The good fairies, seeing his bravery, came to his aid, guiding him safely through the maze. At last, he reached the tower. There, lying on a grand golden bed, was Princess Aurora. Her beauty had not faded in 100 years. Her golden hair cascaded around her like sunlight, and her peaceful face seemed to glow. Moved by her enchanting presence, the prince leaned down and gently kissed her forehead. The moment their lips met, the curse shattered like glass. Aurora's eyes fluttered open, and around the castle, the people awoke. The vines receded, and sunlight poured into the halls once more. A new beginning. Aurora looked at the prince with wonder. "Who are you?" she asked softly. "I am Prince Evander," he replied, bowing deeply. "I have heard tales of your beauty and bravery, and I could not rest until I saw you myself." Aurora blushed but smiled. "Then I owe you my thanks, Prince Evander." The king and queen, overjoyed to see their daughter awake, welcomed the prince with open arms. A grand celebration was held, and the castle buzzed with life once again. Aurora and Evander spent days together, discovering they shared a love of adventure, kindness, and dreams for a brighter future. Soon, they were wed in a magical ceremony attended by the entire kingdom and even the good fairies. The castle sparkled with happiness as the two danced beneath the stars. Aurora, no longer bound by the curse, found her true strength in love and unity. Together, they ruled the kingdom with wisdom and compassion, ensuring that no one would ever be forgotten or left in the shadows. Their love became a legend, inspiring all who heard their tale to believe in the power of courage, kindness, and true love. Moral of the story: true love and courage can break even the strongest of curses. Never underestimate the power of kindness and determination.